opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Again, Herbert. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were strong last week, CD, in that win over New England.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David. Well, touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 19 tight. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up real.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and a long way to go. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
He's got him in, complete, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bird's going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Come to halftime here to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win the... He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man. And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. The Charger drive about to get going. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll send Williams in motion right. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is taken in by Hurst. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
18 left, 17.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run with Sanders off the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 50. Trap 50.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Danny Gray, 37 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it go again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.